Okay, everyone, I'm trying this again. There's a lot of confusion with this camera, and my computer's really old and just have trouble, and I couldn't get Tuesdays to work, so trying it again. A couple days behind. Starting with the tomato plant that had no tomatoes on it. Volunteer plant. Got a nice size to it, but never produced any tomatoes. Coming over here to the bell peppers. A lot of them are falling over from the wind and the weight of the peppers, but I didn't get a ton of peppers this year, but enough to make it worth it. I mean, nothing else was going to grow here, and that's a really nice looking pepper right there. I already got some off of here, different colors. One of my volunteer tomato plants, you can see it's starting to get blight, something, and the deer damage, which the two little deer seem to have moved out again, moved on to greener pastures. So this might have a little black cherry tomato in it. Kind of shading there kind of makes me think that, but it's definitely mixed. It's not a full black cherry. Another nice bell pepper there. Got one changing colors here. That's a really nice looking pepper. Nice and thick. Yep, that'd be a good one. Another volunteer tomato plant. It's the same as the other one, maybe. There's a leaner here. A different color, yellow or orange. Not really sure. Guessing orange on that one. So anyway, that's the bell pepper bed. Got the raspberries. So I think I'm going to end up with at least 3 raspberry plants. This guy here's doing really well. It's small, but that's okay. This is just a stick there. This guy here actually made some raspberries this year. So I'm sure he'll come back and start spreading. Actually see a couple buds starting on the stick there. And then this one down here, that was a whole bunch of them, so at least one of them stayed alive. And as you know, these will start spreading through here and probably fill this up in a couple years. See how they do over here. See asparagus, which is looking real healthy. If I ever just cleaned this up, I think I'd get a nice haul of asparagus. Let's pick this guy off here. So anyway, I think next year I should be able to get enough to eat for at least 1 or 2 meals. I said I put a whole bunch of seed there one year because I don't like to really buy plants of any kind. So I did with the raspberries, and only 1 seed came up, and it's just spreading year after year. And here's this cool weed there. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty little white flowers. And it's gonna be a little sunny back this way. This is later than I usually shoot my videos. Got the green onions still caught up in these weeds here. I'm sure they're in there somewhere though. So maybe today I'll try to dig them out and find them. Oh, there's one right there. And then the beet that came up. Did not plant a beet there, so not sure where it came from. Green onions. The end of its 2nd year. I don't know how many years these things will last if you just let them keep going, but put some in potato pancakes I made the other day. Still don't have anything here. This is just done for the year. Almost everything's done for the year. You have a couple volunteer radish. Probably won't amount to anything. peas are doing great. It's been getting down in the 40s at night. I love this weather. I was out here eating them earlier. They are so good when it gets cool outside. I got the regular ones. You just eat the peas out of it, shell and pea them. Those are our favorite. They're really good. And I do have some of the snap peas. Just eat the pod and all. I didn't really mark them, so I'm having trouble figuring out which is which. The carrots, they are starting to look real healthy again with this cool weather. So I need to dig them up, and I'm thinking of making a carrot soup. The only thing I can think of to do with them, and then I can freeze it and eat it all winter. Big old carrot seed head. Just started. I did pick the heads off the other ones, and I'll put them in a brown bag and shake it up and see what I get. The other side of the peas, you can see all the flowers. It should be warm enough to keep these going for a while, I would think. I do apologize for the shadow if that's getting in the way. Okay, this is, I believe, a morning glory. Not just the vine. The vines have been, or the ivy's been white flowers. This is the only purple one I've had. I got the bell pepper plant here. It's got one really nice green one on there. So, leave that going for now. The Scarlet runner plant, highly disappointing this year. I don't know if it's just too hot here or what, but it didn't do that great. It is starting to put more on, and I am getting some nice ones. And the bug damage has seemed to gone down, I guess because of the cool weather. There are some new ones. Yeah, maybe it just needs the cooler weather. But there's not a whole lot of time left in the growing season. I don't know if these will amount to much or not. I did enjoy how they brought the hummingbirds in. Hummingbirds love the red flowers. And I got the raspberry bed. Did pretty well this year, so I'll clean this up again next year and see a nice little batch of them here. Really good. Probably loving this cool weather too. I got this tree that keeps coming back no matter how many times I cut it down. Kentucky pole beans. Didn't do anything with them. Don't know if I'll ever grow them again. I am saving the seed just in case. Different plans for next year, what I'm going to do. I'm probably grow some different stuff. Mainly a lot of the hot peppers. Equals videos kind of got me wanting to do that again. I got my cucamelons, Mexican sour gherkins, whatever you want to call them. Just letting them go to seed at this point. These were a lot of fun. I mean, they do just keep putting more on. I should probably eat some more. Got plenty of seed. Those were fun. Easy to eat, easy to pack. Still growing a whole bunch of this weed, whatever the heck it is. Man, it just grows everywhere. The radishes, I never picked them. I think they're getting too big now. I could still, what we like to do is saute them in butter. I bet they'd still be good enough for that, so I should do that. And if you pick them and you put them in water, they'll stay good for a long time in the fridge. The Lima bean plants are doing very well right now. They must really like the cold weather. They had a bad summer, but both of them just took off over the last month. I'm getting a lot of lima beans, which makes me happy. I like lima beans. Yeah, they're not everybody's favorite. That one's probably ready. It's my first year really growing them, so I'm not sure when to pick them. The habaneros didn't do very well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to overwinter these. I'll bring them in just to see how they do inside under a light. Here's a tomato plant that got completely destroyed by the deer. And more radishes. Not many of these bulbed up though. I guess I should have thinned them. A couple of them did. I should pick those. There's the tomato jungle. So many tomatoes. I've picked so many tomatoes. But that's a good thing, right? I need to come out and pick them again. They are starting to die off. It's getting cold. I doubt there's time for any more to start growing, even though there's still tons and tons of flowers all over the place. It's just not warm enough anymore. But I think I'm making a tomato soup out of these. Which red ones over there? These were a lot of fun to grow. We'd definitely be doing these again next year. And I got a bunch of these type of tomatoes. I don't know what variety they are, but they did very well. Flavor is only okay, so I don't know if I'll grow them again, but they definitely very productive. Got the jalapeno plant. I need to come out and get these off. I'm pretty sure that black stuff is sunburn, but I'm not sure. Anyway, very happy with the production off of that plant this year. The maple tree, I'm going to cut that in half, what it is right now. I guess we can keep it for a while. The impatient plant, only put one flower on. And the kale, never did clean the weeds out of it. So, but kale also loves this weather. And it's starting to look really good. I'll probably start eating that. Cold will keep the bugs off. It'll just do great. Just need to clean it up. Let's see. Spinach never came up in here, so I threw a whole bunch of cilantro seed in. The seed's about 5 years old. So hopefully it'll still come up. I don't see why it wouldn't. And some more tomatoes. There are some pepper plants in here, as you can see, but they're getting choked out. And this cherry tomato volunteer plant. It's also deer food, but like I said, they moved away, so doing fine now. There looks like a red pepper I missed. Oh, look at that guy. Let's see if I can get that and show it to you. Nope, it looked good. From here it looks great. I can felt it when I took it off, but there's a soft spot there. Doesn't look bad. I don't feel good. If I eat it today, it'll be fine. That's a big pepper. This plant looks like it's near the end. It's got one on it, but doesn't look good. Yeah, compost. This volunteer tomato plant's pretty much dead. It does have a few left down in there, but not many. I still have butternut squash. I need to get out of here. They're done, the vines are dying off. Down here, oh, there it is. A little basil plant. Didn't get big enough to use. Getting those there, but even just on that, you can smell it. The smell is so strong. Some more deer damage on that guy. Another butternut there. So I picked that guy. And the lettuce is doing good. Not great, but good. Been eating some of it here and there. Just nice to have when you're inside and like, oh, we don't have any lettuce. Just come out and grab some. And then finally the lemon tree, which did start getting flowers for the first time this year, but clearly it's too late and I have to bring it in soon anyway. But good to see it's still healthy. All right, that's all I have for this week. If you have any comments, just leave them down below. I always like hearing from people. Like, subscribe, you know the usual. And not sure I'll keep doing these every week now that the season's coming to an end. But we'll see. Well, anyway, hope everybody has an awesome weekend, and I'll see you maybe next week.